Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Saga 68. And I call it that because we're doing some work. So we got some new stuff here. Let's try and zoom in slowly for you guys. It's been kind of a process, but we've got disc brakes on the rear. This is a Dana 60. And the brackets are from Lugnut. The calipers I got on Amazon, and the hardware I got on Amazon also. Those are grade 8 7/16 by 20 fine thread bolts, which is what the factory used. But the lock nuts that are on there are called prevailing torque, or type Y. So as you tighten it, it actually will spread the thread just a little bit once it's locked down. It has actually a thread that nubs in. So I went with those because the factory castle nut that was on there, which isn't your atypical castle nut, it's one of these. And it also was the exact same thing. Even though it's got these splits at the top like it's a nylock, there's no nylon in there, it's just metal. But this last couple rows, or this last row, would actually lock onto the threads, because when I thread it on until it gets to this castle piece, it's easy, and then it's like a lock nut. So this is an original 1968 style lock nut. I'm assuming these were folded in just a little bit more than the threads, just to do that locking. But it prevents needing a walk washer. It's all rusty because it's rained. You know, I'm here in Oregon. Anyways, a lot of people probably noticed how many leaf springs are on this damn thing. That's how it came. It's a custom, because there's no holes in the middle of the bed for here, let me zoom that out just a tad bit. There's no holes for any kind of mount. So anyways, so we're doing disc brakes on the rear. This is probably how mine are going to mount. The bleeder valve is right there on top. So the brackets are from Lugnut 4-wheel drive. He does sell complete kits. I opted to not do a full kit and wanted to customize it a little bit. The customizations I did, I mean, and he does offer everything that you're going to see for the most part, except for my rotors. He offers slotted rotors, but I chose to go drilled and slotted, so I ordered those from Rock Auto. I'll put parts in the links. The calipers, these are 77 Eldorado e-brake calipers. Now, I'm gonna have to order from Lugnut the spring e-brake mechanism. He sells those. They look really good, so I'm gonna do those. I was trying to see if I could find a better budget way to build things with a little bit better parts. That's why I didn't buy a full kit, and so far I've still saved money. The kit, ultimately, if I were to buy what I'm building here from him, would be, I think, his premium kit, which isn't terribly priced, but it didn't come with slotted rotors. It just came with, it came with slotted rotors, but it doesn't come with drilled and slotted rotors, which is only reason I'm doing it is mainly aesthetics really, because I already have drilled and slotted rotors for the front. The front's drum also. This truck has been 4-wheel drum for almost 60 years. 2 more years, it'll be 60 years old. And most of the components are original. That's the crazy thing. The engine and trans are from 71. Most likely they were a target motor, as I believe what GM called their warranty motors before they called them good wrenches. Here's the driver's side. Same situation here. Next year it'll be in my budget, because an unforeseen expense with taking out some of these leaves is I don't have a way to shorten my drive shaft economically right now. It wasn't in the budget. It wasn't even. It was an afterthought after I'd already started. I was like, well, maybe I should take some of these out. Then I realized that my drive shaft doesn't allow enough play for me to have a good amount of travel if I take them out. So I'm gonna wait until next year. That'll be my project.